You're about to watch a video of serial child molester David Allen Funston. As sheriff, I get asked all the time, how can we help? How can we change things and make our voices heard? At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how you do it.
My name is Amelia, and I was kidnapped in Sacramento, California.
We had a pattern of these kids being kidnapped and molested. Knew that something just wasn't right.
Funston is making headlines because the state parole board found him, quote, suitable for release.
I think that he's a very dangerous person.
Who are these people on the parole board? I don't even know who they are. And what reasoning did they give to release him?
If they're sentenced to life in prison, it should be life in prison. It should not be, after 20 years, we'll consider you suitable for parole, and because you're old, we'll let you go.
And the parole board thinks now he deserves to be walking the streets.
My name is Rick Armando. I'm a retired sergeant with the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office. With the David Funston case, I was a detective at the time assigned to the Child Abuse Bureau. We had gotten several reports in of child molestation cases, kidnappings of the children who were molested or dumped somewhere. And we knew we started to have a problem on our hands and knew that something just wasn't right. We had a pattern of these kids being kidnapped and molested.
And we got this particular notification, the first case in 1995, the little 5-year-old girl who was abducted. We have a call out, and that call out was for this young girl who had been kidnapped. And the entire Bureau was focused on that case.
And so I sat at our headquarters, and as I got phone calls or there was radio chatter about this plate or this subject or anything like that, I was putting that into our computer system to see what information we could find.
We worked 16-hour days sometimes, just nonstop, canvassing, following up these leads that were coming in, as I explained.
And it was several months later, after another abduction, and then a third attempted abduction in Roseville, that detectives were finally able to put together who the suspect was. And that suspect was David Allen Funston.
So we went and did the search warrant. We got the search warrant, advised Hillary Bagley, we've got the search warrant. She goes, okay, don't do the search until I get there. Go to the house and secure the house. So Detective Granat and I think another detective, and we had a marked unit, marked patrol officer with us. And we got there, we secured the house, told David's wife why we were there. And Hillary showed up. And we knew we had a serious pedophile, molester, kidnapper. And we knew whatever evidence we had gathered or were going to gather was going to be used against him. And gosh, we did a textbook search. Hillary was there telling us, this is what we need, this is what we need. And we followed this search warrant to a T. It was perfect. Could not be compromised or could not be challenged. So we went by the book. So we got whatever evidence we needed to gather, and we left. And got back to the office, and a day or so later, I'm reviewing the reports. I think at the same time Hillary's reviewing the reports. Well, there's a TV show on right now called Will Trent. And he's a detective with the Atlanta Bureau of whatever, investigation. He carries around a tape recorder. I saw, when he first started doing that, I was laughing my butt off because I always carry around a little tape recorder. I go to bed and I'd have the tape recorder sitting by my nightstand. I wake up in the middle of the night. This is what I gotta do. Oh crap, I gotta have this. I pick up the tape recorder and I start taping all the time.
My name is Amelia, and I was kidnapped in front of my aunt's, I want to say apartment in Sacramento, California. And then he took me to his house or wherever, you know, and from in there, what I can recall is him, like, putting me in a bathtub and dressing up like playing dress up, kind of with me.
Well, my case, one of my victims, David had taken her home, to his home, put her in the bath and was giving her a bath as he's molesting her. Well, when we did some of the evidence we collected off of her clothing, it was cat hairs. And Hillary and I, she's in her office, I'm in my office, and I think the lights went off. Ding, 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 ding. He had a cat. So Hillary says, okay, Rick, go back out to the house, get me samples of the cat hair. So, okay, so I got a mark unit, go back out to the house. Again, David was not home. His wife was home. So I told her while we were there, she goes, okay. And the cat is skirting around. So I had the cat, I'm holding the cat, nice. Put the cat down, get the hair. I called Bagley, and she goes, no, Rick. They never taught us how to collect hair in detective school. She goes, no, you got to get the follicles. Here we go again. So I grabbed the cat. The cat's doing okay now, and the deputy is there, and he plucked a couple of hairs. We got the evidence. Now, we didn't have to get another search warrant. We would have had we gone back to get that evidence, but Mrs. Funston lived there, and she allowed us in. We explained to her why we were there. She gave us permission. So there was no need for another search warrant. We had permission. She signed the forms to allow us to get the cat hairs. And I'll be a son of a gun. The cat hairs from his cat matched the hairs on my little victim. So we put everything together. I put the whole package together, submitted it to the district attorney for an arrest warrant. And the rest is history. We went out there and arrested Mr. Funston.
Funston is making headlines because the state parole board found him, quote, suitable for release.
Should be released.
We're talking children as young as 3.
And the parole board thinks now he deserves to be walking the streets.
I believe it was February, the exact date I'm not sure of, 2026 here, just about a month ago. I received a phone call. He's being released. I said, whoa, wait a minute. What do you mean he's being released? Yeah, they're gonna parole him. He went in front of the board, and the parole board decided that he served 30 years and his tendencies for child molestation are controlled. He admitted to everything, and they're gonna release him.
I broke down. I went to my mom, and we were so shocked because we had forgot about him. We had moved on. We were trying to, live life without this looming over us.
My understanding has always been that the underlying philosophy when considering someone like him for release is, does this man pose a danger to the community, an undue danger to the community? And I submit, yes, he does.
The person who did this is a terrible human being. He deliberately targeted innocent children, and his actions caused long-lasting fear and trauma for families.
Mr. Funston, as far as I am concerned, as somebody who's dealt with these individuals, still poses a tremendous threat to anybody that is a child living within our community.
Who are these people on the parole board? I don't even know who they are. I don't know. Who are they? And what reasoning did they give to release him? Oh, he's gonna be a good boy? I don't think so.
I know that statistically for every sexual assault or sex crime that's reported, it's believed that there are as many as 4 to 8 that aren't reported that could be attributed to the same suspect. And that's a hard number to quantify because those crimes are not reported, so we don't know how many there might be. For example, I know, just personally, socially, at least 5 women I could name right off the top of my head who had been sexually assaulted as a young girl, and it was never reported. I know one young woman, well, she's my age now, but when she was a younger woman, her father sexually assaulted her, and the same father impregnated this woman's 12-year-old sibling at the time she was 12. That was never reported, and that man was never held accountable. So that's why I say that a lot of sexual assaults that happen may go unreported.
This took so much time away from our personal lives The whole bureau, not just me. There were 17 detectives assigned to Child Abuse Bureau, and every single one of us was involved. There was a lot more entailed in that. There's a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of stress. If it wasn't for my wife, Kathleen, I probably would have had one hell of a worse time. I would come home so stressed. She'd draw me a hot bath, and she would read to me as I was sitting in the bath. Or there were a couple of times when it was pouring ass rain. I would sit outside getting soaking wet. She would sit outside with me, and she would sing to me. She helped me. She helped me a lot.
By now, we've all heard about serial child molester David Allen Funston, who was granted elderly parole after molesting 7 girls and 1 boy. I got a lot of questions asked. How can we change this? How do we fix this? As voters, you hold a tremendous amount of power. Think about Prop 36, the retail theft initiative. Voters, you were so fed up with it, you passed an initiative on the ballot that reformed it and really made a difference. We can do the same here with Prop 57 to actually change it and carve it back. So I've got asked by a lot of folks, Sheriff Cooper, how do we fix this? How do we protect our children? What do we do? What can you do? I'm going to answer that call for you. So I'm launching a new ballot initiative to take it back to the voters, you. It's called Protecting Our Kids, Reform Prop 57. I think the big thing is we need this done. Obviously, you've seen that case and other cases that are cropping up now about these child molesters that do horrific things to our children. We've got to protect them. And the simplest, smoothest way is through a ballot measure. So we started now, it'll be on the ballot in the fall of 2028. And that's what we're targeting right now, to raise that money, to put it on there and really change the law. We can't depend on our elected officials to do it. A lot of them have let us down, quite frankly. So it's up to us, up to you, the voters, that really make the difference. You showed it through Prop 36. We can reform 57. And the bottom line, we stand with our children. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you are a child molester, a sexually violent predator, you should not be eligible for elderly parole, period. You're either on the side of our children or you're with the predators. There's no in between. We've got to change it. And by coming forward and helping this and really getting behind this initiative will make a difference. We can do it. It's been done before. When the voters get mad enough about an issue, they take it to heart and really change it. And this is one. I'm fed up and so are you. Let's change it.